Hey everybody, Bones here, Bones Garage, just bringing you an update what's going on at the garage. So, 1960 Ford F100. Look at that bed. Look at how nicely it now lines up with the cab. Look at that. And when you put it on the ground, it's even better. It's a little bit off just because of the way you have to place it on the lift. The body actually ends up doing that a little bit. So, it messes the lineup just a wee bit. But we have the whole rear back together. We have the C-notch all in now. Now we're going to adjust the rear differential, because if you look here, you see how much space is there. And then if you look here, you see how much little space is there. So we have the bed exactly where it has to go, but the rear differential is shifted too far to the right-hand side. So we're gonna loosen this up, bring the differential to center. The only other thing we have left is to put the bump stops in. And once we get those bump stops in, we're gonna be golden. I mean, this thing's coming out real nice. We even put a nice plug-in over here for the bed. So if you ever just have to pull the bed off, just unplug it. Then for the fuel tank, you just unplug it, take it right out. Everything comes out nice and easily. Even the fuel lines, everything is made so it's very easy to take things apart and take things out of here. And you can see we have everything out from underneath here. Yeah, there's a lot of nothing. There's the motor, and we have all this cut. We're all ready to start getting the motor in. We're gonna pull this radiator out. We have a brand new radiator, the proper radiator that's gonna go in here. I was worried about this radiator because if you look way up there, you see where that little black thing is sticking out right there? Well, it's starting to pull on the core. You see how the bottom of that little tube is dropping down there right under the black thing? It's starting to pull on it, and we were starting to get a little bitty, itty bitty tiny drip out of there when we did a pressure test on it. So I talked to the owner and I told him, I said, first of all, this is not the radiator that's supposed to be in here. Your radiator is supposed to be a top and bottom tank, not a side to side. So I said also, I don't like having a pusher fan. I'd rather have a puller fan. So difference between a pusher is it pushes the air through the radiator, and a puller pulls the air through the radiator. And the nice thing with the pullers is when you put the fan shroud on the back side of the radiator, it allows the air when you're driving down the road to go through the radiator and then out. When you have a pusher, especially if you have a fan shroud out on this side, it doesn't allow for as much airflow through the radiator. Natural airflow, I should say. So I prefer it that way, and I prefer having the right way it's done. Next thing is, you're going to see, we're going to get the motor off of the steering rack. We're also going to get the motor off of the cross member right here where the oil pan is hitting as well. So a lot going on this truck. And then you can also see where we were hitting with the transmission, we were hitting with the transmission, and we were hitting all in here with the transmission. So yeah, this was not good. And then there's the hole that they made for the shifter to go through. Which is fine. And then the transmission was actually hitting so hard, it started pushing up the whole floor pan. So we're getting all that taken care of. So there you go, guys. There's what's going on with the 60. We're coming along really nice. The next thing we're going to be doing after that is we're going to be taking these wheels off, measuring for the correct back spacing on the rims, because right now the tires hit the inner fender when you make a turn. So we're gonna have to change the back spacing on that. So there you go. Have a good one. I will keep you updated as we go. Okay, have fun. Okay, bye.